I am Jacob Christensen. I am an artist. So, as far back as I can remember, I've always been drawing, and so I've always been into art. When I was a kid, growing up, I was just always drawing, and it's one of those things to the point where it's just like, rather than playing like a board game or watching a movie, I would probably, if I was ever, there was never a moment in my life when I was bored, because I'd always have like a pen and paper to fall back on and do something. And I'm all self-taught, so it's just like, I've owned several like how to draw books and things like that. I even went to an art class. I only learned as much as I could learn until my quality just in art takes like a plateau. And then after that point, then I started reading like those how to draw books and do things and get information from there. But it's that weird thing where I learned way more than I needed to, and then learned all the rules about how to draw all these different things, and then immediately, because I am attracted to that cartoon style, I am just immediately just start throwing out the rules I don't want. And that's the key about developing your own like art style, is take in as much style and substance as you can, and that's just all away the things you don't like. Well, one of the major influences on me was probably the two big ones. Probably people will probably call out because it's super obvious, is probably Ed's World and those animations and comics. Those really informed my style, even though I've really walked away from that. Well, professionally, I'd like to be doing it 100% full-time, because right now I'm not. And the more time I could devote to it would be a tremendous help to actually achieving my goals, being completely 100% independent. But I'd like to take it to a place where I'm just drawing comics for full-time, and maybe going into animation, but like I'd like to just be a full-time comic book artist, just 100%. The story pretty much consists of two parts. The first part is introducing this group of private mercenaries that go in to handle a particular situation, and they go in there and they're all like really good at what they do. It's just going there to kill a bunch of outcasts, and in doing so, they show off how efficient they are in their job of just executing these group of people with style, finesse. They have fun doing it. It's like if they could have a choice of career, they're in the career that the choices they would be making. I mean, you got your hacker there. You also have the demolitionist. You have the marksman, and the commander, and all those characters. And and that's the first part of just showing how amazing this group of individuals work and how professional they are, despite them in their own way being kind of boastful. And it all comes together in the second part, where we finally introduce the real main character of the story, the Mutilator. And it's just taking these characters that are in their own right, like badasses, and then pitting them against. It's just like, no, the stakes have been raised, the bar has been risen, and you as a team has come up wanting. Is a very interesting concept, and then seeing the inverse happen of just like these characters we established as some of the best being taken down by a single figure, which can be at the time described as a monster, and then eventually this character that will eventually follow into the rest of the story, and show just a start to his arc of starting out as a monster and turning into an actual human being, with emotions and compassion. Most of all, as I think see it, will be very interesting for me to be a part of.